Hello again. So another Lick Friday, week 367, and we've got a mixoblues lick this week. So it's quite a lengthy one. It took a while to write out just because it took me a while to get the rhythms randomly. Must be having a bad day. So if you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up, like, hit that sort of like bell button thing, subscribe, share it, social media, comment, and have a look at everything in the description below because you might find something you like. And check out the other 366 licks as well. There's a lot of them. So anyway, let's get on with that lick so you can hear what you're going to be playing this week. And obviously that was it, wasn't it? So it's one of those licks where you can combine that rock and roll element. So think of the Choir Boys or Black Crows or the Rolling Stones. Open tunings, that was the backing track, which I was using an open tuning for the backing track. And which you can find on my Patreon page actually, must I say. So yeah, it's good fun, good rock and roll, old school rock and roll, nothing more to it. But the lick comprises of the blues scale and a mixolydian scale kind of combined, which gives it that mixoblues name. So obviously I'm playing over a major key with like a minor blues fill, but those kind of additions that you would put in, so the flattened third instead of the major third, they add tension to the playing. So it doesn't sound bad, but if you hang on it, it's going to sound a bit bad. It's like the blues note, you hang on that, you let that ring, it's going to sound awful. But used as a passing note, the flattened third is going to sound great over a major key. So chromaticisms, or jazz, as some may say. Sorry, didn't really mean that, but there you go. So yeah, that's it. I'm just going to leave that with you. Please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and hitting that bell button for all future notifications. Patreon's down below. The tab is on my website, dansguitar.com, which you can find the tab easily, hopefully. Yeah, we'll leave that at that, and I'll give you the breakdown just now. Okay, right, slightly got carried away when I was jamming along with that one. So what do we have with this? Well, it's fairly straightforward in the sense that you're kind of using like a mixoblues as you're coming down the scale. So you can look at it as F minor pentatonic, which is, you know, shape 1, which is absolutely fine, or you can look at it as F blues scale, which is probably the best way theoretically to look at it. And then we're adding in some kind of flavour as we go through with notes from sort of combining from the mixolydian scale as we go. But anyway, enough waffle. Let's get on with the breakdown as I just said. So we've got a hammer on from 13 to the 14, and then you're going on the 13th second, 13th first. So with a bend from the 16, just like that, a full tone bend, and then you do the same thing again, but instead of the bend on the 16, you go second string, sorry, you go a bend on the first string, and then it's which I quite like these little bends. So we've got the 15 on the third string, 13 second, 16 full tone bend and hold it on that second, then you pick the 16 on the first string, okay, and then pick the 16 that you've got bent and bring it down, coming back off, so it's like, so it's back off to that 13, and then you've got 15 third and then 13 on the second. That's the end of that section, which goes something like this. in itself a great lick, just as I could even do just one lick Friday on that, but I've given you more, which is the okay, so that one again, we're starting off with that sort of that part there, which is the hammer on from the 13 to the 14 on the 3rd string, 13 second, 13 first, and then you're coming down a blues scale, which is the 16 on the 2nd, 13 on the 2nd as well, and then a chromatic run, which is going to be 16, 15, and then 14 with your first, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st fingers, going to the 1st finger on the 13 as well, then coming to the 4th string, which is 15 and 13, and then you've got 15, 14, 13 and 11 on the next string. Again, fingers 3, 2, 1 and then 1 again for that 11. So you've got basically like that, which is the 13 on the 5th, 11, 13 on the 6th and 11. Back to the 13 to finish. So you've got that part. And what I would do on this, the last 4 notes, sort of trying to dig in a bit more, accent some of those notes. Okay, anyway, take that on board and see where you get. Let's do it slow. So 3 and 4 and 1. That was wrong. 3 and 4 and 1. Back to me. I've waffled way too much today, so I'm not going to waffle that much more now, and I bid you farewell. But please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell button, visiting the webpage for the tab, and the Patreon page for the jamming track. The snippet of the jamming track is coming up in a moment. There you are. See you later.